welcome everyone to the February 24, 2026 regular scheduled Port Clinton City Council meeting in the Linda Chambers at Port Clinton City Hall. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silent reflection for those protecting us that we have.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Beth Gilman. Present. Richard Morgan.
Present.
Carmen Daft.
Here.
Avery Robinson.
Here.
Kathy King.
Here.
Pat Hovis.
Excused.
Jerry Tiroli.
Here.
Council, you previously received the February 10, 2026 regular meeting minutes. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Madam President, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Robinson. I have a motion by Mr. Trolley, second by Mr. Robinson to approve the February 10, 2026 regular meeting minutes. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Thank you. Motion carries, and the minutes are hereby approved and adopted. The chair notes that certification has been made regarding compliance with the rules and notifications of this meeting. We have no guest presentation, no public comment. We'll move on to the executive officer's reports. This evening, council, for first reads, we have new ordinance 7-26, which administration has asked that it be passed on its first readings. As it's time sensitive, it will not be assigned to a committee. And Ms. Schenker or Mr. Belo can discuss that. 826, they've also asked to be passed on its first reading, time sensitive, and no committee, and either of them can answer questions. A new ordinance 9-26 will go to 3 reads, no committee. Ordinance 10-26 will go to 3 reads, assigned to the Finance Committee. Resolution 26-1 amended needs to be passed on its first reading, time sensitive, no committee, and Ms. Schenker will discuss that. Additionally, under second reads, you have ordinance 5-26, and administration has asked that that be passed on its second read. It was discussed at last meeting. That is also time sensitive. Also, the Easter egg hunt will be April 28th. I'm sorry, March 28th. March 28th, 2026 at 10 a.m. at Lakeview Park. If anyone's interested in volunteering, they can show up at 8 a.m. that day or contact Ms. Chafee to do some volunteering. So, and that is all I have. The mayor is not with us this evening. Auditor's report, Mr. Belo.
Thank you, Madam President. Council, you received by email the request for certificate of estimated resources for calendar year 2026, or fiscal year 2026. That governs how much the council and the city can appropriate for the full year budget for FY26. That's on the first reading tonight, which I'm happy to talk about, but also pick it up with the Finance Committee and the committee chairs back and available again. You have that in front of you. It basically goes, we ended the year with this much in each of the numerous funds, general fund and others, how much we estimate at this time we'll see in revenue, and then add those two numbers up, and appropriations cannot exceed that number. So I think the only place where we get into, you're up against that ceiling is the fire department. So we'll appropriate all those dollars, and it also includes $225,000 transfer as council approved last year, and we're looking to do that again to make them partially whole in the interim. So that's how much we can budget for the year. That's governed by that certificate of estimated resources that comes back from the county auditor and the county budget commission. On ordinance 10, feel free to take the full 3 reads on that. Generally, it accommodates a 10% increase above last year's expenditures. So, for example, the police department would be budgeted at $3.3 million, just doing whole dollar amounts across the board to start. There are union negotiations happening there, Teamster negotiations that will kick off later this year as well. So the general fund can accommodate that level of spend at this time based on the estimated resources, based on the estimated revenue we can see in our year-end balance at the end of December of 2025. It would also provide for the specialty truck that was discussed at the last meeting. I think there's an ordinance for that for a sewer department piece of equipment, vehicle. Infrastructure project expenditures, splash pad. We're estimating $3.3 million in income tax revenue at this time. And the certificate also has the estimated revenue we expect to see for sewer and water revenue and the infrastructure fee revenue. So I have to answer any questions or pick it up in committee later. The ordinance is that the council president asked that council approve tonight. I second that and encourage you all to do that so we get the fire levy squared away and also the financing mechanism for Monroe Street, West Perry, and Harrison Street. Happy to answer any questions. And thank you for your time. Good to be with you.
Does anyone have any questions for Mr. Bealow at this time? Okay, move on to the treasurer's report. Mr. Taylor.
Thank you, Madam President. Bed tax collected year to date, $15,451.96. Dock tax, $150. And for short-term rental registrations, we have $13,200 collected year to date.
Move on to the law director's report. Ms. Schenker.
Thank you, Madam President. So just to go in order, ordinance 5-26. This is for the crane truck that we discussed at the last meeting. We are requesting that we pass this second read here. I spoke with Mr. Basak this morning, and they are currently finishing up a truck. So he said minimum of 6 weeks before we even see it. But if we don't take this truck, they're going to have to start building a brand new truck, and we're not sure exactly when that will take place. So there is a window of opportunity we probably need to jump on with that, and Mr. Bealow indicated that we do have money in the budget to appropriate towards that, so just urge that that get passed on the second read tonight. So going to the first readings, Resolution 26-1 is amended. We got a phone call from the Board of Elections, and they indicated that there was a piece of the resolution that needed to be included that we inadvertently left out. And if everybody can turn to that section, to that ordinance, it's listed twice in here. First under the whereas, the very last whereas, and then also under Section 3, which we need to have in here. It is necessary to levy taxes for 5 years at a rate of 3.9 mils on each dollar of tax valuation, which amounts to $147 for each $100,000 of the county auditor's appraised market value as estimated by the county auditor commencing in 2026 and first due in 2027. We discussed all of that, just never really was formalized in a resolution. So since it's a resolution, it can be amended at any time. So we would just urge that be passed on the first read so we can get the updated information to the Board of Elections so it doesn't jeopardize the levy in any way. So that's that one. The next one is 7-26. This is the one that I spoke of towards the end of the last meeting, where this is for the funding sources. We got notification from federal government that the wording we've been using for the last 5 years, they decided it wasn't good anymore, so they wanted us, state government, so they wanted us to change it, and we did. So first we need to repeal it. So 7-26 is to repeal ordinance 36-25, and that's the prior one. And then 8-26 we would request that both of these are passed on the first read. We need 726 to be passed first to repeal, and then 8-26 to be passed on the first read tonight, so we can get this to the proper people, and it's due in 2 days. So they gave us a lot of time to do this. So 8-26, the issue that, the payment issue is under, it shows up in 7-26 where it's repealed, and the reason for repealing it is the dedicated repayment source. It needs to be updated to include the water and sewer funds. And then 8-26, if you take a look at section 4, this is what we took out. Previously it stated the dedicated repayment source was the infrastructure fund, so they didn't like that. So now it states the dedicated source of repayment as pledged revenues will be the water and sewer funds. As necessary, the infrastructure improvement fund may also be used for repayments. So that should satisfy what they're requesting. And we would just ask that all three of those, the resolution and the 2 ordinances, be passed on first reads. They are very time sensitive. I think that's all I have. If anyone has any questions, I can answer them.
Does anyone on council have any questions? Okay. Mr. Sass, Safety Service Director.
Okay, the revetment's about 70% done. The lights have been taken down. They'll be brought back when the erosion pad is put in between the riprap and the pavement. The message boards will be used this weekend for the Burning Snowman as far as restricting parking on Lakeshore Drive. You should be familiar with the Ottawa Sandusky Seneca Solid Waste District. As a result of Seneca County forming their own district, it will now become the Ottawa Sandusky Solid Waste District. And there's a policy, I've had one policy committee meeting, going to another one tomorrow. Their intent is basically it's a divorce that's taking place. Their intent is to do the same services that they've been able to do with the 3 counties. It would just be the 2 counties as far as the collections and the grant program and that type of thing. But that's something they'll be developing over this year of 2026. Also, Republic Services, beginning April 1st, is going to offer a lawn waste collection. It'll start April 1. It'll end on October 31st. They'll collect limbs 4 feet or less that are bundled. The bundle should weigh 50 pounds or less. They'll take grass clippings, leaves. You can use the brown bags that are disposable, or you can use your own personal trash can. You do not want newspaper. I guess traditionally a lot of times paper ends up in these recyclable or these yard waste containers, and you have to do that. The cost is $10 per month, and you pay for the whole 7 months at once. So if you sign up for it in April, you pay $70, and that covers you the whole month, the whole period of time to the end of October. If you decide partway through to join in, that's to be figured out just exactly how to do that. But it will probably be facilitated somehow as far as there'll be a proration on the fee. The deadline is April 15th. There'll be a Friday pickup every other week, probably mid-morning, beginning April 3rd. This will be publicized. We'll put it on our Facebook page. Republic Services is going to, I think they're going to contact the customers that they have now. Or maybe they are, I don't know. But it'll be publicized. It'll get out there as far as let people know. But it's a nice addition for folks to get rid of the yard waste. And I think at this point that's all I have. Any questions for me? Yes?
So of the yard waste, I mean, is there going to be like a link or something for people to sign up from Port Clinton? Because I know sometimes they don't know like
Port Clinton billing, you know what I mean, or is that just something they call Republic Services?
You
for?
contact Republic Services.
Okay, and they'll know.
There'll be a flyer and such, and I will make sure that our council with it as well. Be on our Facebook page as well as our website. And then you're going to be contacting directly the Sandusky branch, not
Okay.
out of the country speaking to God knows who.
Yeah, no, that's what I was asking.
That was a request of ours, because there's so much problems with that.
Yeah.
And Jim, just so you know, it is $70, but it's $10 a month. that-
Right.
Just so
But you have to sign up for the
For the whole
You have
7
to sign up
months.
for the whole thing.
Yeah,
Right.
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
7 months.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any questions on council? Okay, thank you. We'll move on to committee reports. Ms. Hovis is not with us this evening. She is assigned 10-26, and I'm sure she'll be setting up a meeting and asking to be published. We went to safety services and public works, Mr. Trolley.
We had a pretty good meeting tonight, and minutes will get sent out to everybody eventually.
Thank you. Economic community development, Mrs. Miller.
Thank you, Madam President. We met last week, and we'd also like to meet next week, Wednesday, on March 4th at 6 p.m. I'm going to confirm schedules, though, and I will let Sandy know for sure once one of the committee members confirms with me, but tentatively, March 4th at 6 p.m.
Thank you. Move on to correspondence. So under correspondence, we have the Fort Hood Police Department 2025 annual report provided by Chief Dave Scott, and request for 2026 official certificate of estimated resources in the city of Fort Hood provided by A.B. Lowe, the auditor. Does council wish to take any action as to the correspondence?
Madam President,
Mr.
I
Joel.
make a motion to approve both correspondence.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Troy, second by Mr. Robinson to approve the correspondence as stated. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Correspondence are approved and adopted. We move on to readings of ordinances and resolutions. We have no third readings. Under second reading, we have ordinance 5-26. The clerk, please read by title and summary only, ordinance 5-26.
Ordinance number 5-26, an ordinance authorizing the Director of Safety and Service to enter into a contract with QT Equipment to purchase a new utility crane truck for the wastewater treatment plant without formal bidding and advertising due to the real and present emergency that arose when the city's current utility crane truck was rendered unsafe and and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. This council is taking action as to ordinance 5-26.
Madam President,
Mr. Joy.
make a motion that we waive the third reading of ordinance 5-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Any discussion? Okay, a motion by Mr. Cooley, second by Mr. Robinson, to waive the three required readings as to ordinance 5-26. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Carmen Dapp, excuse me.
Yes.
Avery Robinson,
Yes.
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Richard Morgan,
Yes.
Jerry Trolley,
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The three required readings are hereby waived. This council is taking further action as to ordinance 5-26.
Madam President,
Mr. Joy.
make a motion that we retain an emergency clause in ordinance 5-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? I have a motion by Mr. Trolley, seconded by Mr. Robinson, to retain the emergency clause as to ordinance 5-26. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Kathy King,
Yes.
Jerry Trolley,
Yes.
Carmen Dapp,
Yes.
Richard Morgan,
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The emergency clause is hereby retained. This council is taking further action as to ordinance 5-26.
Madam President,
Mr. Trolley.
make a motion that we adopt ordinance 5-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? We have a motion by Mr. Trolley, seconded by Mr. Robinson, to adopt ordinance 5-26. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Avery Robinson. Carmen Dapp.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Ordinance 5-26 is hereby adopted. We'll move on to first readings. Will the clerk please read by title and summary only resolution 26-1 as amended?
Resolution number 26-1 as amended, a resolution pursuant to sections 5705.19I of the Ohio Revised Code, submitting to the electors of the city of the question of a new 3.9 mil property levy tax levy for the purpose of providing and maintaining fire and EMS apparatus, the fire station, emergency equipment, emergency vehicles, supplies and incidentals, communications, capital improvements, and for the payment of full-time, part-time, and paid volunteer personnel wages, benefits, and employer contributions required by section 742.34 of the Ohio Revised Code and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. This council is taking the action as to resolution 26-1 as amended.
Madam, go ahead, Jerry.
No, you go.
You're on a roll.
You go. Go ahead.
Madam President, I move we waive the three required readings of resolution 26-1 as amended.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, second by Mrs. King, to waive the three required readings as to resolution 26-1 as amended. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Carmen Dapp.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The three required readings are hereby waived. Does council wish to take any further action as to resolution 26-1 as amended?
Madam President, I move we retain the emergency clause on ordinance, or resolution 26-1 as amended.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mrs. King. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, second by Mrs. King, to retain the emergency clause as to resolution 26-1 as amended. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Carmen Dapp.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The emergency clause is hereby retained. Does council wish to take any further action as to resolution 26-1 as amended?
Madam President,
Mrs. Gilman.
I move we adopt resolution 26-1 as amended.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mrs. King. Any discussion? We have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, second by Mrs. King to adopt resolution 26-1 as amended. The clerk please call the roll.
Carmen Dapp. Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Thank you. Motion carried by a vote of 6-0. Resolution 26-1 as amended is hereby adopted. Will the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 7-26?
Ordinance number 7-26, an ordinance repealing ordinance 36-25, passed on January 13th, 2016, by the City Council and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 7-26? Mr. Robinson.
I move that we waive the three required readings for ordinance 7-26.
7-26.
Sorry, 7-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Troy. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Robinson, second by Mr. Troy, to waive the three required readings as to ordinance 7-26. The clerk please call the roll.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Carmen Dapp.
Yes. Thank you. Motion carried by a vote of 6-0. The three required readings are hereby waived. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 7-26? Mr. Robinson.
That we retain the emergency clause for ordinance -7.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Troy. Any discussion? I have a motion by Mr. Robinson, second by Mr. Troy, to retain the emergency clause as to ordinance 7-26. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Carmen Dapp. Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carried by a vote of 6-0. The emergency clause is hereby retained. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 7-26?
Madam President,
Mr. Robinson.
I move that we adopt ordinance -7.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Trolley. Any discussion? We have a motion by Mr. Robinson, second by Mr. Trolley, to adopt ordinance 7-26. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Kathy King.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Carmen Dapp. Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Richard Morgan, I'm sorry. I'm like, I hate you, I have to sit here on this.
Yes.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Ordinance 7-26 is hereby adopted. Would the clerk please read by title and summary ordinance 8-26?
Ordinance number 8-26, an ordinance authorizing and directing the Director of Safety and Service to prepare and submit applications as may be required for planning, design, or construction of the water meter replacement improvements, water and sanitary sewer infrastructure improvements, Lakeshore Drive State Route 163 revetment improvements, Brooklyn Street sanitary pump station rehabilitation improvements, Perry Monroe Harrison improvements, elevated water tank base improvements, wastewater treatment plant pump and heat and air exchange unit improvements, Laurel Avenue reconstruction sanitary sewer and storm sewer improvements, lead service line inventory and lead service line replacement infrastructure improvements to the Ohio Water Development Authority, OWDA, Ohio Environmental Protection Agency, OEPA, Ohio Department of Development, ODOC, Community Development Block Grant, OCDBG, Water Pollution Control Loan Fund, WPCLF, Water Supply Revolving Loan Account, WSRLA, Ohio Public Works Commission, OPWC, Ohio Department of Transportation State Infrastructure Bank, SIB, any other funding sources or programs that become available, and to execute application documents for the funding sources as required, and to execute contracts for planning, design, and construct phases, and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 8-26?
Madam President,
Mr. Choi.
make a motion that we waive the 3 required readings for ordinance 8-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Trolley, seconded by Mr. Robinson to waive the 3 required readings as to ordinance 8-26. May the clerk please call the roll?
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Richard Morgan. Carmen Daff.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
And Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The 3 required readings as to ordinance 8-26 are hereby waived. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 8-26?
Madam President,
Mr. Trolley.
make a motion to retain the emergency clause in ordinance 8-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? Okay. I have a motion by Mr. Trolley, seconded by Mr. Robinson to retain the emergency clause as to ordinance 8-26. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Carmen Daff.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. The emergency clause is hereby retained as to ordinance 8-26. Does council wish to take any further action as to ordinance 8-26?
Madam President,
Mr. Trolley.
make a motion to adopt ordinance 8-26.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Any discussion? I have a motion by Mr. Trolley, seconded by Mr. Robinson to adopt ordinance 8-26. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Carmen Daff.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. Ordinance 8-26 is hereby adopted. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only ordinance 9-26?
Ordinance number 9-26, an ordinance to approve the Community Housing Impact and Preservation 2026 Partnership Agreement between the City of Port Clinton and Ottawa County to authorize and direct the Director of Safety and Service to execute the agreement and declaring an emergency.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 9-26? Seeing none, ordinance 9-26, we move to its second reading at the next regular scheduled council meeting on March 10th, 2026. Would the clerk please read by title and summary only? Ordinance 10-26.
Ordinance number 10-26, an ordinance making appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Port Clinton, Ottawa, County of Ottawa, State of Ohio during fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026.
Thank you. Does council wish to take any action as to ordinance 10-26? Seeing none, ordinance 10-26 will move to its second reading at the next regular scheduled council meeting on March 10, 2026. We'll move on to business from the floor.
Madam President,
Yes.
I move we enter into executive session at 6:29 p.m. for the purpose of sale of real estate.
Okay. Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. I I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, seconded by Mr. Troy, to enter into executive session at 6:29. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Richard Morgan,
Yes.
Carmen Daff,
Yes.
Beth Gilman,
Yes.
Avery Robinson,
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes. Okay, motion carries by a vote of 6-0. We will now enter into executive session.
In here. Larry.
We're leaving executive session at 7:17.
I move to exit executive session at 7:17 PM.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Mrs. King. I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, second by Mrs. King to leave executive session at 7:17. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Richard Morgan,
Yes.
Carmen Daff, Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Avery Robinson.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes, thank you. Motion carries. We've now left executive session. Move on to business from the floor. Mr. Morgan?
No, I have not.
Thank you. Ms.
After
Robinson?
second thought.
Ms. Robinson? Thank you. Mr. Trolley?
Nothing tonight.
Mrs. Dash? Ms. King? Mrs. Gilman?
Well, they're gonna be burning a snowman this weekend in Port
Oh, yeah.
Zion, so hopefully get winter out of here, and that's it, nothing else.
Okay, thank you. Seeing no further business, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Madam President, make a motion this august body.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Oh, thank you. Mrs.
I don't even know what that means.
I have a motion by Mr. Trolley, seconded by Mrs. King to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. You were adjourned.
Thank you for that, Jerry.
I don't know why she-
Bye night.
Okay, it is 7:05, and we are returning from executive session. Yeah.
I move to exit executive session at 7:05 PM.
Okay. We have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, second by Mr. Troy, to leave executive session at 7:05. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Avery Robinson, Carmen Daff, Richard Morgan.
Yes.
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
Motion carries by a vote of 6-0. We are now back in regular session.
Madam President,
Yes.
I move to enter into executive session at 7:06 PM for the purpose of employee compensation.
I'll second it.
Thank you. I have a motion by Mrs. Gilman, second by Mr. Troy, to enter into executive session about
7:06.
at 7:06 planning.
Oh,
Compensation, there we go, employee compensation. Did the clerk please call the roll?
Beth Gilman.
Yes.
Richard Morgan.
Yep.
Carmen Daff. Avery Robinson.
Yep.
Kathy King.
Yes.
Jerry Trolley.
Yes.
The motion carries by a 6-0. We are now in executive session.